art considered just as important as other subject areas like, per se, English, math, and science. Now, I'm not here to bash other subject areas. No, no, no. I'm here to explain something much bigger and more important to child development. Art should be implemented in all schools because everyone needs art. For several years, schools have excluded art education from the school curriculum for reasons such as budget cuts, increased testing of children that the No Child Left Behind law requires. And although the No Child Left Behind law retains art education as part of the core curriculum, it does not retain any instruction time or assessment data for arts education. The new law taking place of the No Child Left Behind law is called ESS. Have any of you ever heard of it before? This new law is Every Student Succeeds Act, and it was signed by Obama in December of 2015. It polishes the old law, except it gives a more flexible approach to student testing and school accountabilities. And although it allows schools to adopt the Common Core standards, it does not require any assessment tied to those standards. However, learning to create and appreciate art is important to child development. Children love art because it is fun and it is relaxing and a creative outlet and a personal way of expression and communication. When I was a child, making art in my public school was my favorite thing to do in art class. Making art in my public school was my favorite thing to do because it was a very therapeutic thing. It was a relaxing and creative outlet that was different from the everyday mundane routine of spelling, handwriting, math, and science. Learning math and science. As a Girl Scout, I sewed blue jean pocket purses made out of recycled blue jean material, and we painted trash cans for recycling in our school cafetorium. At summer camp, I would weave God's eyes made out of yarn and sticks. I believe encouraging art early is important. If it wasn't for these earlier childhood experiences, I wouldn't know how to paint acrylic, watercolor, and oil paintings, make silver jewelry, bead bracelets, necklaces, and earrings, sew, needlepoint, coil build, throw cups on a pottery wheel, cast bronze, make sculpture from materials, make woodblocks for printing, or intaglio. All of these earlier childhood experiences made me want to learn and try out all of these several different things. I believe art education is essential to child development. Other classrooms do not withhold the same positive benefits the art room has to offer. Again, I'm not here to bash other subject areas. I am here to explain something much bigger to child development. The many positive benefits of art education include improvement of motor skills, language development, decision-making, improved cognition, visual learning, cultural awareness, improved self-esteem, overall improved academic performance, and another benefit is for the sake of art. Art should be respected as its own. It has intrinsic value. Many motions needed to create art involve holding a paintbrush, scribbling with a marker or crayon, and cutting with scissors. These things improve fine motor skills in children. Believe it or not, cutting with scissors really improves fine motor skills in children so that they can be able to begin handwriting skills. Talking about art gives children the opportunity to learn new colors, words, and shapes. It also gives them the opportunity to talk about their feelings. Making decisions and choices in art gives children the opportunity to explore, take risks and chances, and experiment. And this creativity can also carry over to other things in life. Visual learning, even toddlers know how to operate an iPad or an iPhone. They are in this world with all this visual information before they can even read and write. Drawing and sculpting help with visual spatial skills. Children need to know more about the world than just letters and numbers. We live in a world of logos and symbols. Cultural awareness. We live in a diverse world. Cultural diversity improves social skills, acceptance of others, and personal identity. Do you want to hear one more positive benefit of art education? Art Art boosts confidence in children. When children spend hours and hours pouring out of their heart and artwork onto a piece of paper, they have created something new, and they have succeeded in a new way. It is an accomplishment for them. No matter what the art is, it is important to improve a child's self-esteem. I think that is one of the most important things about becoming an art teacher. My art teacher was a huge person at improving my self-esteem. So if you want to build someone's confidence and improve someone's self-esteem, become an art teacher. Art is also accessible to all academic levels, from advanced, general, and special education. Not all subject areas are as accessible as the arts. Art transfers into the real world. Do you ever visit a museum or drive by a mural painted on a city building? What about see a bronze sculpture outside of a building honoring somebody in World War II? What about the Capitol building in Washington, D.C.? Somebody had to be able to think creatively to build any type of infrastructure. Those people were artists. Art builds communities, and it has for centuries, dating back to the earlier civilizations. If it wasn't for archaeologists that dig up artifacts and relics from times before us, we wouldn't know about the empires and civilizations before us. Children need to feel part of a community and feel connected with the world. Creative thinkers. The world needs more creative thinkers. Even scientists use observations for documentation of their work. Leonardo da Vinci was an artist, but he was also an inventor, a scientist, and a mathematician. He invented the parachute and the ornithopter after studying birds. He also invented irrigation routes for rivers, and design plans for streets. Creative thinkers, the world needs more creative thinkers, not just people who can follow directions and copy something down. Art helps build creativity, and it helps with inventiveness, and it also allows children to take risks and think differently. Art education is another tool that children need to succeed and thrive in the world around them. So why? Why, I ask, isn't art considered just as important as other academic subject areas? Thank you.